Welcome, Virgo. This is your weekly Taroscope reading for the week of May the 5th through to the 11th, 2014. So, first of all, thank you very much for your likes, your shares, your favorites. I am very blessed to have each and every one of you in my life, and thank you so much for all of the support and the love you send my way every single day. It is so appreciated, and I do love you from the bottom of my heart. Also, the Love Scope videos will be coming out at the beginning of the week. I do apologize. I guess I'm a little bit too optimistic on what I'm going to get done every day, and then I seem to fall back behind a little bit more every day because of my optimism on what I'm going to be able to get done. So, universe is testing me in ways as well. And thank you for the opportunity that I can go through the lesson here. So thank you very much. So I've already got it penciled in the end of May so that it does come out before June. The next ones, but these ones are going to be this week, I do promise, for May. So let's get to your reading. Did you work on your self-confidence last week? Did you get out there? Did you just say things, standing in your truth and your light, and just say things and not edit it first to see, if there was going to be a mistake or an error, or maybe you shouldn't say that or do that, act like that? I do hope you put yourself out there, because it was very paramount for you to do so. Okay? Now this week you're going to be doing that a little bit more. But I think it's more with the communication of people, putting your ideas out front and center. And it almost looks like you're going to be enhancing your dream. I think you're going to get a whole bunch of new ideas come into focus for you this week. So the Seven of Cups, we had this last week too. But I really see in this picture right now a calmness of you, looking up and seeing all the choices, all the miracles that can present itself in your life if you allow it. I think you're seeing more opportunities, more career paths, choices to make within your career. Maybe it's more of managing your time better. Okay, maybe you're looking upon what you do now in order to meet your dreams and your goals and your wishes, and maybe, because we do have the Hangman here, maybe it's looking closer at what you do day to day in order to get that step closer to your dreams, your desires, your goals, your wishes, your wants. Okay, because we're kind of hung up a little bit at the beginning of the week here. But I think as you move forward, you're going to have a lot of sparks of ideas, of dreams, goals, making them bigger, making them better. Understanding that maybe through the meditation and whatnot, because that is with the Death card. So very much you becoming more into your light, reaching your goals more. And I think it is through not only the conversation with people and whatnot, conversations with God, your universe, your spirit guides, your angels, and having that one-on-one conversation with them on giving it up to the universe. You're happy ever after. We'll get to those cards. How beautiful when they show up in our reading. Because that means that you can dream bigger. And I think you're going to get sparks of ideas. Whether or not it comes through communication, I think you still need to put that out there a little bit more, because that card did come up again, and that was coupled, I think, with putting yourself out there and making the mistakes. And I think you're pushing through that still a little bit more this week. But I think you get new areas of focus. I think you get new ideas. I think you get inspiration from those conversations this week, knowing you can do it. And very much I think it's how you're spending your time and your energy breaking out of that cocoon and becoming the butterfly you must be. So maybe it's switching up your routine. Maybe it's when you're home, you could be doing something a little bit more productive than you have been doing, or use blocks of time a little bit more effectively. But really micromanaging your mundane moments of life, I think, this week, and really fine-tuning it so that you can use your energy and to move forward in a most beautiful way. On this side, we have the Devil with the King of Swords. So, the Phoenix rising out of the ashes. So, death on this side. And the Devil on the other. Now, this is, I think, still a matter of cutting some things out of your life. So this could be habits. This could be things where you found out that you were wasting time, money, resources, energy, and really using it to your advantage to swing things around and really be that phoenix that rises out of the ashes. Really let that blackness burn away from you and emerge as a new person, more productive, more... I think you'll just have the energy behind you once you start doing these things, okay? So really, it's about looking at your life, micromanaging those mundane moments and turning them into very productive moments going forward in your life. And I think people are going to give you ideas. Spirit is going to give you ideas. You're going to give yourself ideas. And there's going to be sparks going off, realizing how much bigger that dream could be. Because we have the Happy Ever After card, the Ten of Cups, okay? And with that, the Magician. So the universe really saying, really focus on what you want. It can be so much bigger than you are imagining. You are not giving yourself the credit you deserve, the love you deserve, the recognition you deserve. And you really need to. You really need to be just a little bit egotistical right now and really realize the gift you are to the universe, to the world, to your family, your friends, your co-workers, your neighborhood, your partnerships. You have so much to offer. It says so with these two cards. And the universe is just saying, you know, really get into minute detail. Really give it up to us exactly what you want. We're listening. The door is... you know, we can make 10 doors. We can make a really big door. We can do a little tiny door. You know, what kind of door do you want to walk through? What's your path going to look like? Is it going to be straight? Is it going to have all kinds of... It's going to be paved with flowers growing through it, or is it cobblestone? Are there trees over it? You have to go around. I mean, these are the things that you're giving up right now. Okay, it's very important for you to kind of think about where you're going in your career, in your dreams, in your goals. Put the attention on the small steps, okay? The little things that you do in order to reach the big picture, okay? So that's the first half of it. The second half of it is actually offering up that big picture to the universe. Because you know what those little steps can produce. You know what those little steps are going to be able to manifest in your life. And maybe not after a day of doing it or 2 days of doing it, but give it a couple of weeks, give it a couple of months. See where you are at the end of the year. I think you are going to be very, very surprised. I see wonderful partnerships forming. This could be love. This could be any relationship, a close bond. But I see you being very level-headed about it and turning towards... It's almost like a spiritual connection here, I think. A karmic... I like to take at the dogs when I go out. A very karmic path that you're on, and a very... you know, you're sitting on top of your world there. You are enjoying life this week, most definitely, and going into next week, you're enjoying it even more. It's a very wonderful, beautiful week for you coming up. So embrace it, and until next time we meet, remember, I love you.